Hey everyone, welcome into Edie's Attic. My name is Jenny, and I'm here with your weekly love message. I actually sat down last night and I pulled cards, which I haven't done in a really long time, pre-shuffling, pre-pulling. I tend to like to do everything live, which I'm still going to pull more cards because we're going to go through this kind of quickly. But after sitting down and looking at the spread and, meditating on it, it's the side channeled downloaded messages that I am being left and kind of stuck with to share. So, the first thing I want to talk about is timeline shifting and the movie The Butterfly Effect, as an example. When I was looking at the spread, some of the stuff feels very repetitive or feels like we've been here before. Like this feels similar. There's something about like things repeating itself or coming back around. And then I realized we are entering Mercury retrograde and things will be coming back around. But what I was getting from spirit was certain situations come back around, not only as a test or a lesson, but there's something new about it. Because while you're shifting timelines and you're elevating and maybe you're in a higher timeline, when certain individuals or scenarios come back into your life and come back around full circle, they're also coming in a new energy because they have to match the timeline that you're on. So when I was seeing this, I was seeing the butterfly effect. And we have where the main character changes one little minor detail in his past in order to experience a new timeline in a different way. And while every timeline was different and some were better than others, there were similarities where the same individuals, the same souls, were in every single timeline. So then the main character, if you haven't seen the movie, I'm so sorry, spoiler alert, but a lot of people have seen The Butterfly Effect. If you haven't, you should watch it. But the main character goes all the way back to the very beginning to make it where he never was attached to the individuals that he kept sharing timelines with. And you fast forward into the future, and he never grew up with them, he never had experiences with them, yet they show in the final scene him like walking past one of the main characters, as if it was kind of like noting that maybe there's a chance that because they're both in the same city that there might be an interaction at some point. So going back with that information, it's something spirit is trying to show me in regards to certain people or souls that are meant to be in your life, whether it's for experiences, things that you guys need to learn together, growth. But there's something about that where I'm getting like there's an individual or individuals that might be coming back around. Yes, definitely probably because of Mercury retrograde. But for you to let your guard down and not to anticipate that because they're coming back around, it is in the same energy, that it is the same experience, it is the same person. There's something about you shifting timelines and that you being in a higher vibrational frequency that when this person comes back around, it's going to be slightly different. There's going to be a difference here. And they may not realize that they've shifted timelines. You may not realize you've even shifted timelines, but there's a shift in timelines where, yes, they're coming back around, and some of it may seem eerily familiar or similar to the last time that you've experienced this. But for you not to hold on to the past and the situations that you faced back then and using it as like your compass now, that there's been a change, there's been a shift. So some of this stuff coming out looks very similar, but I'm being told that not for everyone, but for some of you here that have shifted timelines, that there's going to be a difference this time around. If your energy has shifted and you're vibing at a higher timeline and your reality and your perception, everything has changed and has gotten lighter and brighter, that this person coming in is coming in with a higher frequency, a higher energy, because they're on that timeline with you. You wouldn't see them if they weren't. And some of these people are going to continue to bounce timelines with you because they're in your soul family, they're in your soul group. They're meant to experience and grow with you throughout your timelines in every single reality that there is. And so the first card I got out was, please have faith in us. We are meant to be together. This is a person that no matter how many times you've dealt with them or shifted timelines even, somehow, some way, they always end up finding you or connecting with you or coming across your path. Then we have, it's all about timing. You may be wondering where they're at, or maybe you're wondering why now, why this time. It's divine timing. It's something about spirit is having a person enter back into your life when you need the experience and the growth the most, or you're the most prepared to have them come back into your life. I got out the Goodwill Hunting card, the movie Goodwill Hunting. But when I saw the card, I was picking up the teacher, the professor, um, in Goodwill Hunting, and his patience and his time that he would dedicate to that student, to that young man, and his stories in regards to his love of his life, and how he dealt with his romantic life and his situation and the way that he pursued his wife and the relationship and the connection and the bond that they shared and how he didn't regret any of it. Gave some very, very solid speeches or monologues in that movie. But that's the energy that I'm getting from this individual that is coming toward you. There's some kind of inner bond, inner connection, that they just feel this intense love and admiration and connection to you. Did you actually just say that? And then don't take yourself too seriously, laugh, see the humor, keep positive thoughts. There might be a situation recently where you may have even spoken to said individual. Um, Either you or them said something that maybe just was awkward, or it was out of pocket, or perhaps maybe you spoke too soon, or you said something that maybe you're embarrassed about, or maybe they said something that they're embarrassed about. If this is you and you resonate with this and you said something and you feel a little bit like, I shouldn't have said anything, maybe I shouldn't even have spoken to them, or I shouldn't have interacted, or I should, don't worry. They don't look at you as being silly or irrational, or that you're a joke, or don't be embarrassed, basically. Laugh, see through the humor. If anything, you just showed this person a lighter side to your character, and that there's more to you. You're multifaceted, you're multidimensional. There's more layers to you than they even realized. The happy hustle, work towards your goals, but have fun. All the while, like Spirit just saying, don't forget to focus on what it is that you're working on. Stay on top of your goals. Keep pushing forward with what it is that you desire to do, your passion. I'm getting for someone a passion project. I'm also getting art, someone that does crafts or art or painting. It's all gravy, baby. It's all gravy. I feel like maybe some of you are just overstressing or overthinking the situation again and again with Mercury retrograde. Certain things are coming back into your circle, into your life, into your energy, and you're just like, you kind of like might be freaking out a little bit. In fact, I also notice whenever I do readings and I tap into the energy of the collective that I'm pulling from, my voice, my energy, my mannerisms, the way that I present the information shifts dramatically based off of the energy I'm picking up. And whoever's energy that I'm picking up on right now, it feels very rushed, very anxious, very high adrenaline. Like I feel like I'm pumped right now. And I haven't felt like that in several days, like with everything going on and with this solar storm happening and the energy just being so high right now in the earth, like around the earth. I felt completely drained. I've been very, very tired and I've been wanting to sleep around the clock. So all of a sudden, I tap into this energy and I feel like that guy from that what is that? That micro little car commercial where he's talking really, really, really fast, like he can get it all out in like 1 minute. Yeah, that's how I feel right now. So whoever this is, I'm picking up on a lot of energy, a lot of chaotic energy, a lot of nervousness, a lot of anxiety, a lot of feeling rushed, feeling panicked almost. They're saying don't panic, don't worry, just go with the flow, relax, check yourself, take a break, just like breathe through it. It's going to be okay. Everything is designed for a reason, everything's happening for a reason. These are all all these things that are entering your life and all these situations that are returning into your life are happening for a good reason. Yes, there's lessons that you learned from the past, but not to hold on to the past, that this is going to be a new start. You are always on my mind. This is someone that's never lost sight of you, someone that's always kept you in the forefront of their mind. Sometimes they push it to the back because they needed to focus on their own life and try to move on without you. I'm feeling like this is someone that's in separation from you, but you never left their mind. And don't forget that your words are power. You speak so much into your life just by what you say, how you think, what you feel. When you speak it out into the world, when you say certain things, even in regards to yourself, like the fact that I said that I've been tired for days. It, like, saying it out loud, it kind of reinstills it into my mind. My mind hears it, it takes it in subconsciously, and it's like, oh, we've been tired for days. Uh-oh, we're tired, you know? So you just got to be careful of what you say on any situation and other people around you, like individuals around you. How you speak on it is really important. Go to family values. This is you. And I feel like it's also this person that's coming back around. They they see you for having extremely high values when it comes to family life and what is important, and they respect that. They admire that, actually. There may be distance, or you may not speak to this person very often, and this doesn't even have to be romantic. For some of you, this could be platonic. This could be a friendship. This could be someone that you are very close to or have been very close to throughout your life that you currently are in separation from, but they understand that you are putting family first, that you are putting you first, that you are putting, you know, your goals, your work, your career, in the forefront of everything, and they respect that and they get it. I'm also getting number 7, so you might be seeing the number 7 a lot. You might be seeing repeating number 7s. There might be 7 people in this situation. Maybe there's 7 people in your family unit, or maybe you have 6 people and this person makes number 7. Destiny is yours to create, and breaking the curse. Breaking the curse. Destiny is yours to create. You've broken a curse. You've broken some kind of cycle. Maybe it was a 7-year cycle. Perhaps 7 years you've been kind of toting along, trying to figure out the way to get out of this energy, and you've been stagnant. And in the past several months or so, or even the last year or so, you've really devoted all of your time and energy back inwards towards yourself, where before I think that you were always giving to everyone else, and you kind of forgot yourself, or you lost sight of yourself, or you forgot who you were. There's like a phrase coming to mind: I need to find myself. I need to figure out who I am. I don't know who I am anymore. So you made that like a huge project in your life of discovering you and finding yourself and finding out what is it that you like, how is it that you feel, what is it that you believe in. And by refocusing all that energy back to you and not always giving it to every single other person outside of yourself, you broke some kind of curse. Imagine me and you. I do. I think about you day and night. It's only right. The Turtles. That song might be relevant, but it's like this person coming forward and saying that they can't stop thinking about you. They don't know why. Some of them do. Some of them know that there's a connection. Some of them feel it, they see it, they understand it, they've researched it. But there's, you know, some of them, they don't know why. They're just confused. Like, I feel this pull, I feel this energetic pull towards collective. I love them for some reason. I don't even know them, maybe. Some of them don't even know you. Some of them, if they're friends or family, they love you, they care about you, they can't stop thinking about you. They just want to reunite. They want to reconnect. They want to get past this hurdle, this hump, this space, this emptiness that has been left between the two of you. But for most of you, I feel like that card is very, very much relevant to a love relationship. Letting go wasn't easy, but loving you at a distance was crushing my soul. There was a let go, there was a release, there was a disconnect, and it was important. And I think it was really important for you because you needed that space to discover yourself, to learn about yourself, to grow independently, separate from this person. You needed the space so you could understand who you were without them. And they see that and they understand that, but it's not easy, and it's been torture. It's been brutal on them being separate from you. I feel like this person maybe didn't take advantage of the time that you two were apart, to work on themselves or to become independent on their own. And if they have, it's just been recently that they've really kind of dived into that self-love era. So they're starting to understand why you did what you did, and they respect it, but it's still soul crushing to them. Take a deep breath and begin again. Yes, again, take a deep breath, relax, breathe. I feel like I can't get the words out fast enough. There's some kind of adrenaline. Then we have all my life is a chemical dream. Some of you might be running on pure adrenaline. Some of you might be very much putting too many chemicals within yourself, whether it's alcohol, liquor, drugs. This may not be for the collective in itself. Maybe this is the energy that's attached to the collective that you separated yourself from, or maybe that's a come down. I'm almost feeling like there's someone that's coming down or detoxing from chemicals, and things are starting to show up in the reality as finally being real and tangible. And this, it was all a chemical dream. I've been walking in a dream this whole time because I wasn't in my right mind. But there's something about someone coming into their right mind right now. I also got green. I'm getting two messages for this. I'm getting green eyes, but I'm also getting green, like new, green, like unfamiliar territory. They're new to this. Egyptian ties. We have Egyptian ties here that might be relevant to someone listening, either you or your person or both. But I do feel like there is some kind of connection to the Egyptian ties and the fact that there's like a soul bond, a soul connection that goes back past lives. Perhaps it was a past life in Egypt between the two of you. I'm just grateful to have experienced true love, even if it was short lived. Um, this person's feeling like maybe this is over. If this is a love relationship, they're feeling like perhaps their chance, their one shot, they blew it, because there's, again, I feel like they're coming forward and you might be noticing them in your energy right now, because of retrograde. But it's them coming forward and you not giving them the same energy that you used to, and them feeling very much like you're done with them. um, Lose your when in Rome mentality. You might be getting a lot of advice from family and friends, or even on the internet, about how to deal with a person. Um, and everyone's situation is different. So, like, say you were dealing with someone that was facing addiction, perchance. Um, you might be researching like how to move on from a person that had addiction problems, and how to set my boundaries and say no. Or maybe if there's family and friends that just did not like a person that you were with, or a friend that you were friends with, and they keep chiming in and giving their 2 cents, that keeps getting you to not want to move a certain way. um, but they're saying lose your when in Roman mentality. So like really like paying attention to what you feel and what you want, and what the signs are to you, because only you're going to know. You're going to be able to feel this intuitively. Like when we go back to the download of the butterfly effect, and how I said that certain people might be coming back into your energy, but in a completely new energy, not the same energy that came in before, because they're on a higher timeline with you. It's just destined for them to be somehow attached to you and connected to you in this lifetime. You're going to know as soon as they speak to you, as soon as they move towards you. You're going to sense it in your body. If you feel nervous, if you feel excited, if you feel anxious, if you feel elated, if you feel safe, or if you feel unsafe, no one else is going to be able to pick that up except for you. So Spirit is just really putting that out there heavily, that you pay attention to the way that your body feels and the way that your spirit feels, and how you're feeling in response to this energy coming back around. That you know the answer more than anyone else, even on here. Like no one else is going to be able to tell you if this person is for you or not. You're going to have to figure that out for yourself. So with that being said, I'm going to clean this up really quick, and then I'm going to pull a couple more cards, and then we're going to wrap it up. So another channeled message that I was receiving was also about mashups. I've been hearing a lot of mashups lately on social media, a lot of good mashups, and they're like completely opposite types of music, completely different genres of music. You would never think in a million years these mashups would work, but they do. They do for some reason. They work perfectly. It's because the beat's the same, or the rhythm is the same. Maybe the messages are different, maybe the style is different, but the beats, the energy is the same. So I was getting that in regards to this collective. Whoever this person is that's coming towards you, you may have felt that you guys are just complete opposites. And I know they always say opposites attract. There is some truth to that because you complement each other and you guys can teach each other and balance each other where the other one falls short or where the other one's not very strong. But there's something about someone coming back in where they're the complete opposite of you. And you may have not have thought that this dynamic would work, but it's not always about physical similarities or like 3D reality, like what we do for a living, what our passions are, what our interests are, what our skill sets are that make the dynamic work. It's the energy that's the same. So this person's coming in, they have the same energy as you. You guys are vibing. You guys are in the same timeline. You're in the same frequency, but you're different. Maybe physically, maybe, emotionally, maybe career wise, there's differences there. And if that's something that's blocking you, you just got to remember the mashup idea. Sometimes the two may not make sense, but once you merge them together, it makes beautiful music. So that's just another thing that Spirit wanted me to say. I'm pulling now to kind of get a little bit more validation on the situation and the person that's coming in to your energy right now. It says personal growth, doing things differently, not the same person. It's exactly what we were talking about earlier. Not the same person. It is technically the same person physically, but they're coming in with a brand new energy. Just like you changed, you grew, you've adapted, you've evolved, so have they. There's something here where Spirit is guiding you to be open minded, to see past the past and to, be in the present and to, see it for what it is right now. What is this right now? Someone who has short hair could be relevant to someone here. Anything else, Spirit? We have kissing, making out, physical touch, and intimacy. And then we have opening up, wants to know you on a deeper level, sharing feelings. And then we have traveling by car, train, bus, subway, shorter distance. This is a person that wants to travel towards you. This could be physically traveling towards you, movements. But this is also someone that's spiritually, energetically traveling towards you because they want to connect. They want to open up. They want to get to know you on a deeper level. Maybe before this always seemed superficial in lower timelines. Perhaps it was always superficial. It was always lustful or in some kind of lower vibing energy. But because you've elevated, they've elevated. Because you guys are so connected, this person wants to connect to you now on this timeline in a much deeper spiritual level. They just haven't been able to share that with you yet. I don't think you've given them the opportunity to share that with you. I feel like Spirit just keeps urging you to give this person another chance because, again, we are not on the old timeline. We're on a new timeline. And this, for some reason, this is an individual that is meant to be in your life. We have unsure which option to pick, which direction to go. And because we're pulling on this person's energy and not yours, this person may be very confused right now because they're drawn, they're pulled, they feel connected to you and your vibe, your energy. Again, they don't know why. Some of them are just completely overwhelmed by this feeling, but they do have other options. This is a person that has more realistic options, someone that has options that make sense, that are with people that are much more like them. And if this is regards to friends, this is the same deal. This is a person that has lots of friends, perhaps, and people that vibe, people that we do the same things. We like the same activities. We partake in the same events together. So they make sense. This person over here, if it's friend related, they have nothing in common with me outwardly, but there's something about them that I just feel like I really want to be their friend. I really want to reach out to them. I really want to talk to them. is it weird that I'm going to reach out to this person? Is it, you know, unorthodox? You know, be unorthodox. I was just reading about orthodoxy, and how, you know, it's like a system, it's systematic, and orthodox means you follow rules and it's set in stone and you don't ever have to really think about anything outside of what is told to you to think about. And there's something here about being an orthodox. If this feels like you, maybe you need to be unorthodox and to, you know, take the unwalked path, take the path that is less chosen, you know, be different, stand out from the crowd. You can still maintain your friendships over here while entertaining this new friendship that spiritually is going to fulfill you, in my opinion. Going back to the love relationship, though, with this energy, you know, we have a person here that wants to, really, really wants to pick you because they feel that you will be a missing piece to their puzzle, in a sense. But they are still in that energy of being unsure. And I think it's because you're unsure. I feel like if you guys are connected energetically, your lack of surety is being projected onto them as well. It's making them feel really unsure. Oh, geez, oh, Pete's. So we're going to keep this one. Actually, let's see. Oh, okay. I can't get it because of my nails. Oh, these nails are really giving me a problem these days. I'm gonna get them cut down. They're just far too long. We have confused. Can't figure out what's going on. Let's see here. Regrets or remorse, wishing they'd done things differently. Sweet talking, persuasion, convincing someone to do something, feeling pressured to make a decision or to do something quickly. Front door visitors, having people over, and then formal documents or paperwork, important contracts or signed papers. This person is completely confused right now with the way that things are playing out in their own energy. And again, this might be partly to do with your projected energy at them in regards to the situation. I feel like once you perceive this dynamic or this interaction a little bit differently, because I feel like your energy is so strong and you are the creator of your reality. Your energy is projecting out so strongly towards the people that are coming toward you. I feel like once you shift your energy, the energy of the ones around you are going to shift as well. We have to always remember what we think and what we believe we manifest. Words are power, and our thoughts are power. They create everything, and the way that we view things create the reality we live in. So there's something about you and projecting, and you know, what is it that you want? How do you want this to play out in your life? Because this person's in limbo right now. This person doesn't know what to do. They're feeling a lot of regret, a lot of remorse, wanting a redo. They're like debating on if they should just start sweet talking you, or, you know, almost giving the energy of love bombing, to see if that will influence you or sway you one way. You definitely need to like stand strong in your own energy and being strong in your own beliefs and your own thought patterns, and don't allow this person to pressure you to go one way or the other either. This person might be kind of like pushy or being a little bit over the top with the way that they're trying to get you to acknowledge them. Well, I can see it's kind of like it's feeling like desperation a little bit. Don't let that sway you either. You need to figure out exactly what it is you want, how you want to approach it, how you want them to enter your life, setting up your boundaries, and giving the energy out that you want in return. And again, Spirit is definitely encouraging for you to be open to this new path, this new timeline, this new energy coming in. Even if it's the same person, it's a new energy. Don't let them push you quicker than you are ready to go. Like, take this in pace, take your time. Like, again, I'm feeling so super rushed with all this energy. It's heavy energy and it's high speed energy. So it's a lot of confusion right now. And I feel like it's definitely on both parts, yours and theirs. Is there anything else, Spirit? And then I'm going to wrap this up. Actually, Spirit wants me to pull some letters and then we're going to wrap this up. So let's do some letters and see if we can get any that resonate with this collective that's watching right now. I'm going to pull 7 letters. I'm hearing 7 because we pulled 7 earlier in the reading. Yeah, 4. Okay, 5. Hold on. 4, 5, 6. And then, okay, I feel it. I feel it. I feel it. Okay. So the letters we got out are K, S, X, J, V, F, and C. So those are your letters. We have K, S, J, C, V, F, and X. And I do hope this message resonated with someone out there. I hope it did make sense. If it did, please like and comment. And if you're not already subscribed, please subscribe. I would really appreciate it. And have a beautiful day. Mwah! Bye.